Hey, good Monday evening, everyone. Weather for Weather Geeks time here on this Monday, the 8th of June. It's been kind of a damp day, and Dana and I got a little bit damp out there this afternoon at the Youngstown Country Club. We were participating as participants, as representatives, I should say, from WFMJ. We were participating in the American Heart Association Golf Scramble, annual Golf Scramble. Mike Case and Lauren Landy were also there. We had a great time. We were dodging some raindrops, that's for sure, but no thunder, no lightning. We didn't have to duck inside, so that was a good thing. Some of us have had some pretty decent amounts of rain today. Here's a look at some backyard rain gauges. 0.47, almost a half an inch over here on the west side of Youngstown. 0.4 down here in the Boardman area at Fred Martin Computers. About a quarter of an inch just to the southeast of there along Glenwood Ave in Boardman. As you look off to the north, amounts not quite as high, it looks like, up to the north, couple of hundredths of an inch in a lot of places in Trumbull County. Heading over into Mercer County, don't see a lot of real impressive amounts here. 0.2 over here in western PA, Westminster College. You look down in Columbiana County, and a couple of tenths and maybe a little bit more in some spots, upwards of 0.83 around Perry Township, 0.62 over here to the east of Salem. So, depending on where you are, you've had some pretty healthy downpours in spots today. As I record this at 7:05, here's what the radar looked like. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the current conditions because by the time a lot of you watch this, this will be a little outdated, but most of us are seeing the rain winding down. We're going to keep an eye on what's going on out here across northern Indiana, far northwest Ohio, southern Michigan. There's one more cluster of storms out here as this reloads. This is a pretty impressive line of storms, just entering northwest Ohio, but what I do expect to have happen is for this to head southeast and kind of peter out as we go through the overnight. So we're not expecting any severe weather here, but sure, there could be another shower or two for the overnight hours. That is always a possibility. Still very warm and especially humid. Not terribly warm, but really humid out there this evening. Check out current temperatures. We're close to 70, but you bring up the dew points, and they're still well into the 60s. But we do have lower dew point air building out across the upper Midwest. This is what's tracking our way for tomorrow. We're going to see a nice decrease in humidity by tomorrow afternoon. But heading back to the current conditions, all sorts of severe thunderstorm watches and warnings and even tornado watches out to the east. Red boxes here, those are the tornado watches. The yellow polygons here are counties under severe thunderstorm warnings. And then there's a severe thunderstorm watch in the yellow box here from West Virginia down through parts of the Smoky Mountains and western North Carolina, much of Tennessee. So that's where the threat for severe weather is, but it will not be here. All right, real quick planner for you tonight. We'll take a look at the high-resolution rapid refresh simulated radar. Notice what it will do with this cluster of storms out across northwest Ohio. Here's 9 o'clock this evening, moving south and east, and by 11 o'clock, I should say, kind of diminishing, I think, as it heads towards the I-71 corridor. And then by 1 a.m., there's not much left of it. Here across northeast Ohio, western Pennsylvania, yeah, we're going to see a couple of showers around, it looks like, as we go through the overnight. And if you're an early riser, Tuesday morning can start a little bit damp. Here's the simulated radar at 6 a.m. Could be a residual couple of showers around, but I think these are pretty much out of here by 8, absolute latest 9 o'clock. So the rest of your Tuesday then, we should be in pretty good shape. What about the rest of the week? Let's skip ahead then to Wednesday. Here's Wednesday afternoon. Set up across the region. We have a cool front approaching from the north and west. This is a pretty weak-looking front, but it will possibly produce. Let me bring up the isobars here, lines of equal pressure. This front may produce a late-day shower or a thunderstorm on Wednesday. This is early in the afternoon. Our front's still out here. But as we get into the evening hours or real late in the afternoon, some of this action might try to slip into our viewing area. So we might throw in maybe a 30% chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm on Wednesday. I think Wednesday night holds a better chance to get wet. And then on Thursday, it's a little interesting on Thursday. It depends on what model you look at. This front's going to kind of stall somewhere. Where is it going to stall? And that's important because where it stalls, we'll have to continue the chance for a shower or a thunderstorm. If it stalls to our south, like the GFS would suggest, Thursday is going to be a pretty nice day. A little decrease in humidity, some sunshine and dry weather. Other models have it maybe a little farther to the north, so Thursday is a bit of a tough call at this point. But all the models are in pretty good agreement that Friday, that old front's going to lift back north as a warm front. And so the end of the week looks warm. Here's Friday, could see a shower and thunderstorm here and there as our front lifts back to the north. And temperatures this day, depending on how much sunshine tries to work in, temperatures can really be off to the races. Threat for a shower and thunderstorm is there, but if we get enough dry pockets and some sun, here's the GFS showing 85, 86 degrees across the region on Friday. Dew points will be elevated. That looks like one of the warmest, most kind of uncomfortable days of the warm weather season so far. So that's a look at Friday. Never too early to start thinking about the weekend. Let's have a look at Saturday here on the GFS. Our front returns to the south then as a cold front. Showers and thunderstorms may be fairly likely this day. This might be a day we have to watch out for some heavier storms on Saturday. I think Saturday is the uglier half of the weekend, at least at this point. We're still a ways out, but I think Sunday, here's Sunday. Notice there's some green around, but I do suspect that overall Saturday is going to be wetter than Sunday. We're going to have to allow for something both days. But, if I were a betting man at this point, kind of this far out, I would say Saturday is your day that has the higher potential of being a stormy washout kind of a day. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, as far as the longer range goes, look at the trends. Not much of a trend here in the longer range as far as temperatures. Notice here's our spike at the end of the week. We could flirt with 86, 87 in spots. Maybe a little cool down with our front Saturday. But the longer range, there's going to be a lot of warm days in here as we go towards the summer solstice right around the 20th and 21st. So, fairly typical June stuff. Overall, a warmer than average pattern, I would say, for the next couple of weeks. The occasional cool day and the occasional hot day, but overall, a few degrees above average is what the pattern looks like for a couple of weeks. All right, that is the last weather for Weather Geeks of this week. Starting tomorrow, I will be down in Raleigh, North Carolina, attending the American Meteorological Society's annual broadcaster conference, in which we meet up and discuss some of the pertinent issues in the world of broadcast meteorology. All sorts of great presentations, all sorts of interesting ideas floated around at these conferences. So looking forward to that. I will have internet access, I assume. So I will be checking in on social media from time to time, especially if there's some active weather. I probably will even do some videos from Raleigh. But no more weather for Weather Geeks, it looks like, until we get into the first part of next week. So I hope you have a great week. We'll do more Weather Geeks in a week, and you'll see me here and there on social media throughout the rest of the week, and you'll see me tonight on 21 News at 11 o'clock.